Hey everybody, welcome to a heavyweight training day for upright Bowflexes, the Xceed, the Xtreme, and the PR3000. And in today's video, we're going to be cranking up that resistance, and we're going to be doing rep-based work focusing on our chest, our triceps, our shoulders, and then we're going to have a little bit of bonus core work at the end. So today's routine is going to be 21 sets. Each set is going to be 8 repetitions, and then we're going to have a 45-second rest interval to recover and get all set up for our next exercise. So with rep-based work, you're going to have to find a little bit different of a resistance where it's going to be difficult for you to complete the rep, but not impossible, but also still not leave a lot of repetitions left in the tank. To get to that weight setting, you might need to upgrade your Bowflex, and there's 2 ways that I know of to do that. The first is to buy more power rods. So I've got 2 additional 50-pound power rods installed on this machine, but that's not what I'm going to be using here today. Those power rods, they ran me $100 on sale, but normally they retail for $130. So the other option is you can use these elastic bands, which is how I'm going to be adding resistance here today. So great thing about elastic bands, they're very inexpensive and you can stack them up and add a ton of weight very cheap. So for this setup here, this is something I've been trying for about 4 or 5 workouts now, and so far I'm really liking, but I'm not ready to create a whole new video on it. And I would love to get some community feedback for other people looking to upgrade their resistance with these bands. Please give it a try and let me know in the comments how it works out for you, because the more people we get involved in this design, the better it is going to be. So otherwise it's just me, one dude in his garage with a Bowflex and a camera, and with that, let's get right to it and let's get that workout going. Let's get it going with some saucers. Imagine your nose at the middle of a spiral and you're slowly bringing it out wider and wider until your head can't spin any wider. And now let's change directions and bring it in. Getting that neck all nice and loose. There we go. Now we're moving to some high knees. Bring those knees up nice and high. High as they'll go. I can bring mine up to my chest level here. Alternatively, you can do a little jogging in place if that's more your style here. We're just trying to get our blood flowing, maybe our heart rate up just a little bit so we can get a nice good stretch in with those muscles and those joints and ligaments all nice and warmed up. Another 15 seconds of high knees, and then we're moving into some arm circles. Arm circles are going to work just like our saucers, where we start out small, bring those arms out into bigger and bigger circles. Now let's go into some arm circles, stretch them out wide. Little tiny circles at first, they're gradually going to get bigger and bigger into very large circles that don't get any better. Better, bigger, better. All right, now let's change directions here. And we're going to slowly bring those hands on in into little tiny circles. Now hold your arms out wide, and we're going to twist back and forth, some nice torso twist here. All right, after this, we're going to do another 30 seconds of high knees here, again, trying to get that heart rate up. All right, now let's move into those high knees again. Now keep doing these. I'm going to show you what our next move is here, and that's going to be called the arm flutter to pull. All right, everybody now here, join me. Arm flutter to elbow pull, and you're going to pull that elbow across your body here. Let's go some fluttering. Now, other arm, pull it across your body. And we're stretching out our tricep here, and the flutter stretches out our chest here. Flutter to pull. One more of these, flutter and pull. And while you're pulling here, bring your feet out a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. And we're going to do some alternating toe taps to wrap things up. Let's move into those. Touch your opposite toe. Now you can bend your knees a little bit here. Some people call this the skier here, or the skater, not the skier. And this just kind of loosens up our back, kind of our quads a little bit. Not that we're using those today. That's all right. Just getting that whole body nice and loose. All right, so we got a minute here before we get into it. Now, the first thing you want to do is get your pulley position right. So I have my pulley in the widest setting here in the middle, and both sides. At halftime, we're going to run through our top pulleys here, but we're going to start things off here. So next, we got to rack up our weight. So again, you need to rack up a resistance that's going to be difficult for you to complete 8 reps. But not impossible, but also not leave a lot in the tank. So again, I'm going to be using my elastic band upgrade here, and I'm racking up 80 pounds of power rods plus 80 pounds of elastic bands, and you're going to see me really struggle in today's routine. And with that said, I'm going to get showing you our first exercise here, and that is the chest press. So for this, bring your hands over these handles, and then you're going to just press this weight out right in front of you. Bring those handles almost together. All right, here we go. There's 1, 2, and again, we're counting our reps today instead of working out to that timer. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so 25 seconds for each set of work. That's normally about how long it takes me to do 8 reps. I think I might have went a little bit fast here on our first exercise of chest press. So then we're going to have 45 seconds of rest before we get into the next exercise. And the next exercise is going to be a chest fly, which you're going to be seated in the exact same position. You're going to have your arms out wide with a slight bend at the elbows, and then you're just going to bring these handles together in front of you. And you can tap them together, or you can bring them close together. I like kind of leaving about an inch or 2 away from touching when bringing them in. So again, 8 sets, 8 reps coming up here. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, take it nice and easy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we got another 45 seconds. Our next lift is going to be an incline press, really similar to that chest press. I'll go ahead and demo it right now. We're going to have the handles over our hands like this here, or over our arms, and then we're going to be pressing up like this. Now, we're not doing a shoulder press. A shoulder press would be, kind of straight up and down. Chest press is going to be, bring those hands out above your shoulder height in front of you here. All right, let's all get set up here. And here we go, incline press. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. So I want you to think about how that resistance felt to you. Was it, too easy to get those 8 reps in, or was it too difficult? Because, we're going to have an opportunity to adjust our weight here. We're going to do 3 circuits of these 4 different exercises that we're starting things out with. And so after each circuit would be a great time to adjust that weight. So our next exercise here is going to be a shoulder shrug. So for this, you are going to be leaning out in front of your machine, and you really kind of, end up at a pretty steep angle here. And you got to use the weight to keep you up. And then you're going to raise those shoulders up towards your ears. So everybody join me here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now I like holding my shoulders up for a good second. There's 4, 5. Hold it and release. That's 6, 7. Hold it, and release. That's 8. So that is our first circuit, chest press, chest fly, incline into shoulder shrugs. So again, you can adjust that weight setting if you'd like right now, or you can just, take it easy, take a breather while we get ready for that next set. All right, so that first set in this next circuit is going to be our chest press. So for this, again, bring your hands over the handles, and we're going to be pressing this weight away from our chest. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Chest fly up next. Now, another nice thing about this elastic band upgrade is I think the resistance the bands provide actually hit in a little bit earlier in the set, which you don't get out of the power rods. Now, another way you can do that, I don't seem to have it, is another way you can have that resistance hit a little bit sooner is with a little bit shorter of handles. Now, these handles here came with my elastic bands, and I can clip those on. I'll do that next circuit. Let's do some chest flies though. Here we go. Slight bend in the elbows and bring that weight together. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. So as I was saying, these the shorter the handle, oftentimes earlier that resistance is going to kick in. You guys probably all know that the more the power rods bend, the more the resistance goes up. So really early on in the bend, there's not much resistance, but by the time you get to the end of your repetition, that's when the resistance is high, or the highest. And by having shorter handles, you're going to hit that higher resistance earlier, and so it just makes the whole lift a little bit more difficult. So in case you needed more difficulty, I got you. Let's get set up for some incline press up here. Again, you want press this weight up here above your shoulders, handles over your hands. Now let's go. There's 1, 2, 3. Now you should have your back firmly against the backrest here. There's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here we go. And again, we're going to wrap things up, or the last exercise of the circuit is going to be our shoulder shrugs. So again, for these, you're going to be leaning way forward and bring in this weight up towards your ears like that. Now, I'm going to show an alternate lift. If you found the shoulder shrugs too easy, you want more of a challenge, we will do some shoulder flies. So these are going to be a lot like our chest flies, where we brought them together like this. And for the extra challenge, we're going to be doing shoulder flies just like this here above our head. So up to you. Shoulder shrugs, shoulder flies. We're blasting off in 4 seconds here. Let's go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so like I said, I might switch up my handles here, increase that difficulty. And you can be adjusting your power rods if you want more difficulty right now too. So like I was saying, these handles are so much shorter than the out of the box ones. And so let's really work hard in this final set. Now, instead of stopping at 8 repetitions, I want you to go until failure here. So chest press up first. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Working out till failure here. Come on, guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Good work. And I say guys, I mean guys and gals. That's just how guys is inclusive of all people. All right, so chest fly is up next here. Again, we're working out until failure. We're gonna have those arms outstretched wide, slight bend, bring them together. Five more seconds. All right, let's work. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Working out until failure. Come on. 5, 6, 6 is all I've got. Keep working it. Working out till failure. All right, incline press is up next. Shake it out. We got a little more time. How we feeling out there, everybody? You can do this. I know you can do this. I want you to tell yourself, I got this. I can do this. Here we go. I got this. There's 2. Working out till failure. I know you got 8 reps though. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. That's all I got though. All right. Shoulder shrugs up next. Now, shoulder shrugs, typically people would do these with these big weights or big dumbbells they're holding, and they bring them up. I still think we're accomplishing something pretty good here with this big lean that we're able to do with the weight pulling us back up. So we got 10 more seconds. So let's get in position here. Leaning forward, doing that Michael Jackson lean. And here we go. Here's 1, 2. I want you to hold it up by your ears. 3. Up and hold. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now just hold it up as towards your ears for as long as you can. And we're going into break right after this. All right. So we have a 2-minute break here. We got this countdown plus another minute 15 or so. And during that break, I want you to, rest, grab some water, and we are also going to rerun our weights through the top set of pulleys. I found that re-racking my machine is taking a little longer than I thought, so I've added another 45 seconds to this break. So we actually have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. But with that said, you got to get moving on actually re-racking. So the first thing you need to do is you need to adjust your pulley position in one, and then we're going to also remove power rods from tension here. And this is going to allow us to be able to connect our weights a little bit better. So let me pull my weights from down here. And another thing to keep in mind is, at least on my machine, I've only got this ball on one side. So that side is where I need to leave my clip, where I can clip my weight onto in a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and clip my weight in here. And now I can re-add my power rods. And now I'm pretty much all set on this side. Now, one other thing we need to do, it would be to add our handle over here. So don't do that yet, because we're going to start things out with 2 handles on one side to get things going. So let me go ahead and I'm going to re-rack this other side. So again, I'm bringing this in one position, remove my power rods, and you can leave maybe one power rod if that's what you prefer. Like, that might actually be a bit easier. And now we're going to, again, run our pulleys. And we're going to leave the clip on the side with the ball and then clip it in down here. And I'm going to re-add my power rods. So I want you to start out with power rods equal to where you ended, or the hardest setting that you had on the last one. And then finally, we are going to grab our 2 handles and we're going to rack them up on the same side here. So I wanted you to leave a lot of weight on this, because our first exercise, we're going to be basically working our both arms from only one side here. And our first exercise is going to be a tricep extension. And for this, you're going to be kneeling on the bench here, and then you're going to be pulling down. Now, I just noticed one thing that's happening here is my cable is running outside here. Now I need to actually have my cable run inside of this pulley so it's not rubbing up against that. So again, I'm going to be pulling down here in my tricep extension. All right, so everybody join me, or pause the video if you need more time, and we'll be doing this tricep extension here. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, the reason we're kneeling on our bench here is just simply because I could not get this to go down far enough here. My repetition stopped a little bit before completion. So I found by kneeling, it made it work a little better. Now, if you're taller than me, might be able to just stand up through that whole rep. So you can also, adjust your weight again here. I'm actually going to add another power rod here. And we're going to do this same exercise 3 times in a row here. So again, let's get in position. Hope you're all caught up with me for another round of tricep extensions. Let's get kneeing. Get our mind straight. And 3, 2, 1. Now focus. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't want to bring your arms all the way up. Only to about a 90-degree angle. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. That extra 50 pounds of power rods really made this lift a lot more challenging for me, but a little bit more on the technique. I wish I showed a little bit more here. Was you only want to bring the weight up to basically a 90-degree angle here, and then bring it straight down, and then back up to a 90-degree angle. So once we're done with this last extension, we're gonna then move one of these handles to this other side and then finish out this routine here. But let's get this last set of tricep extensions in. Here we go. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want you doing as many as you can do. There's 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, I'm going to be popping out one of my handles and moving them to the other side. And we're going to get in position for our next exercise here. And that is going to be a kneeling decline press. So now I am, again, kneeling on the seat, except my back is to the tower here. And then I'm going to grab these handles. I'm actually going to bring them down one at a time. Actually, I need to adjust my weight here. All right, here we go. Kneeling on the tower, one arm at a time. And then we're going to press this weight out in front of us, just like this. So that's 1 for me, 2, 3, 4. Exhale as you're pressing down. 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. It's getting tough out there. All right, so we're going to stay in this kneeling position, and our next lift will be a tricep pushdown. I'm going to get a little ahead of myself this time here, because last time I was fell a little behind. So again, we're going to take one handle, press down, grab that other handle, press down, and then I like to have my hands kind of flush with my body, and then I'm going to bring them up kind of towards my armpits, and then press down just like this. So it's kind of like you're pulling yourself up out of a hole or something. It's kind of a cool feel here. Here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, give yourself a second here, rest it up before we get into another set where we're going to be doing that kneeling decline press again to get things started. All right, team, let's get in position. Again, kneeling back to the tower, and then we're going to be pressing straight down here. Here we go. There's 1, 2. Exhale as you press out. There's 3, 4. Retract slow. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Ooh, we are almost done. We got 3 more exercises for our chest and our triceps, and we got a nice little bonus exercise for our core coming up. Oh, shake it out though. You're almost there. You can do this. All right, so this is more of our tricep press down. So again, grab one arm, bring it nice down low. Get that other arm. Now let's get in position, and we are going to be pressing, pulling ourselves out of that hole. Bring those arms up to the armpit, and press down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I just figured out what that feeling is like. It's like when you're getting out of a swimming pool without a ladder and you're just pressing yourself straight up so then you can, bring your leg over the side of the pool. It should be that feeling. All right, we got 2 more lifts. I want you to do as many as you can. We're going to finish strong. I feel good about this workout. All right, let's get in position. Bring those hands down. Let's pull back and let's press as many as you got. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Last tricep chest exercise coming on up. This might be the toughest lift of the day for me. Final lift. All right, I want everybody getting in position here. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, everything you got. Let's go, team. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5 is all I got. You keep going, though. Keep going. You got this. All right, so we've got this little countdown here, and we're going to have, I think, another 15 or 30 seconds, and then we're going to get into a new exercise, and that is our core bonus workout. So if you've come here just for the chest, triceps, and shoulders, you can call it a day. But if you want to work those abs a little bit right now, we got 4 minutes of ab work coming up. And instead of doing 8 reps on our abs, we're going to be doing 12. We got a little bit longer of intervals. But I know you can do it. All right, so we got 30 more seconds, and I'm going to start showing you what this next lift looks like. And just like our last positions where we were on our knees on this bench, I want you back in the same spot. And we're going to grab our handles here and kind of have twisted so our elbows are out in front. And then we're going to pull this weight down here and then hold it for just a second. So you're going to bring it down, hold it. And for me, my elbows do not touch the bench. That's okay. And just follow along with me. Here we go, everybody. 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay in control. 7, 8. Feel that crunch as you bring it down. 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good work. Now we've got a shorter rest interval here, and that's because we haven't been working our abs this entire routine. We needed more rest when we were focusing on our chest and triceps. So we just have 10 more seconds and we're back at it. All right, let's get in position and go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Now, if you're not feeling it in your abs right now, just a tip here, you want to almost like press out your abs like you're trying to show somebody how fat you are or something. So you're really kind of crunching down here as you're bringing your body down, and you can kind of firmly rest the back of your butt up against the tower as you crunch down. So everybody, let's go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Exhale on the way down. 4, 5, 6. Press out that gut. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, coming into our final set of the day. Just doing 12. And then we can call it a hell of a good workout. 25 sets today. Really pushing ourselves to some high weight on this routine. So team, let's get set up for our final set. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome job, everybody. Way to go finishing this routine. Before we wrap, I got one reminder, and that is to remove your power rods from tension so they don't get weak over time. And finally, if you enjoyed this routine, please, give it a like, comment below, and as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and thank you for watching.